Now, Kudlow is a convert to the conservative cause, beginning as an aide to New York Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan. Kudlow had a complete odyssey and has become the country's single most prominent advocate for monetary reform and tax reduction as tools for economic growth. Welcome back. I'm Roger Stone, now sitting in for the great Alex Jones. Well, great news out of the Trump White House today. The president will appoint CNBC economist and supply-side apostle Larry Kudlow as the new head of the National Economic Council. This means that he replaces Goldman Sachs' Gary Cohn. Now, Kudlow is a convert to the conservative cause, beginning as an aide to New York Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan. Kudlow had a complete odyssey and has become the country's single most prominent advocate for monetary reform and tax reduction as tools for economic growth. It was Larry Kudlow and his associate Stephen Moore of the Heritage Foundation that helped candidate Trump formulate the single most dynamic pro-growth economic plan of any of the Republican candidates for president. Now, finally, the president has an advisor who shares his stated view for a boom economy through reduction of tax rates across the board. Now, while Kudlow is not an advocate for the president's tariffs or his talk of tariffs, he will not countermand his president in public as Cohn and others did. I think Kudlow understands that the president is using the cudgel of tariffs, the threat of tariffs, to open the door for new negotiations. In fact, Kudlow knows that the president has already taken the single greatest step that he can take in terms of redressing the trade balance by lowering the tax rate on all businesses and all corporations, big and small, below that of the corporate tax rate in China, Mexico, Japan, and Canada. This is the true answer. Now, finally, we have a true blue Trumpite, someone who advocated his candidacy and helped with his election as the chief economic advisor to the president. This is extraordinarily good news. Now, if you've followed InfoWars, you know that we were the first major news organization to tell you that Secretary of State Rex Tillerson would be out. Initially reported that he would be out by the end of the year. Then I amended my report to say that after a dinner with General Mattis, General Kelly, and Mr. Tillerson, that the new Secretary of State would be named in